Well, this is one way to begin a season, I guess.
Not like we have a lot of choice. We've got work to do if we're gonna crank out the next update to the show by the end of it.
True enough. But still, did this episode have to be Spider-Man themed?
Well, it's either that or the Mega Man live-action movie.
Spider-Man it is!
Thought so. Anyway, you guys ready to tune in?
I'm Rila.
I'm Riley.
And this is a Bulletoon Mini!
So yeah, tons of Spidey news to talk about. We'll save the best for last, I think. So first, we'll talk about Spider-Man Far From Home.
I seriously want to have a talk with whoever decides the titles for these.
Yeah, it is kinda silly, but whatever. So, I got to take a look at the set footage that was leaked the other day, and it brings me to one undeniable conclusion. Mysterio! Dude! Rila! Jake Gyllenhaal is totally playing Mysterio! There is no one else that could be! The green outfit? The purple cape? Oh man, they're actually doing it! This movie needs to hurry up and get here!
Slow your roll, sis. There's still Avengers 4 and Captain Marvel to get through.
Oh, I'm totally excited for those too. But dude, I have been begging for Mysterio to be in a Spider-Man movie since the first one way back in 2002. It just makes too much damn sense.
For the record, everyone, she's not exaggerating. She really has been begging about it for that long. Believe me, I was there for all of it.
Also, he's totally playing a key role. I mean, no way are you gonna waste an A-list actor like Jake friggin' Gyllenhaal on a bit part, which means he's probably the main villain!
Well, we don't actually know many of the other actors in the movie, so it adds up for sure. I wonder what other characters will show up.
Well, I'd kinda love it if we got Tombstone in the third movie, but that seems unlikely since Kingpin is still kicking around over in that Netflix Daredevil show. I doubt we're gonna see Green Goblin, but Hobgoblin isn't exactly out. Could be a nice little loophole. Really, there are a ton of others to choose from, though a lot of it might hinge on what characters will appear in Sony's Spider-Man spin-off universe. We're definitely not getting Venom now, and probably no Morbius since they announced that he's the next Spidey villain getting his own flick. I think I remember them saying Kraven was on the shortlist too, though Mysterio was also on that list, so, well, unless they're gonna share all of Spider-Man, then I think it's best not to put too much stock in that list.
True. Speaking of Venom, I've been hearing things about the movie.
What, you mean that it sucks?
Wow, right to the point there. Well, yeah. I've mostly heard that it's a mess with a muddled script and a lot of plot holes.
Yeah, but I've also heard that the part I care about the most, the actual character, is at least pretty entertaining. Though I still think a lot of the weight of the character kinda disappears when you don't have, you know, Spider-Man.
You're gonna hold that over them forever, aren't you?
Damn right. Anyway, I'm gonna go check out the movie once we get done here, so I'll be able to see for myself if it's any good or not. I think the guys are planning to write about it on the site too.
It's kind of weird thinking about what Sony and Marvel do and don't share. Wasn't Scorpion in Spider-Man Homecoming?
Yep. And he's also in the latest trailer for Into the Spider-Verse, along with Green Goblin and really a lot of other stuff. There was so much to unpack in that trailer, and I could talk about it for ages, but I don't want to go on for too long.
You're not a big fan of Miles, right?
Nope. For a while, I have said I thought he was boring, and, well, I wasn't wrong, but I finally figured out why I was bored by him. For the longest time, he was just a palette swap of Peter, but without any of what really makes Peter work on a fundamental level. None of the depth. I'm not gonna sit here and rewrite the entire character on the spot, but I was bored by him because he basically just spent most of his existence going through almost all the same stuff Peter did. It wasn't until some massive universe-level stuff happened that he really started to come into his own. And even then, it was a slow burn. I also never really saw any reason for him to want to become Spider-Man, especially since he has practically no actual connection to Peter. So I hope this movie kind of fixes that. As for the other stuff, I like what I see. I like the Spider-Man multiverse concept. Can't wait to see Spider-Man Noir in action.
I, for one, love the movie style. Like how all the characters are animated differently because they come from different universes. But the movie has this overall really comic booky vibe going on. It's got the motion lines on fast-moving objects, for example. and the rigid motion emphasizes specific shots, rather than, fluid action, a lot like a comic panel. In general, I just love how this movie looks.
Wow, I'm amazed you paid that close attention.
Oh, one more thing!
Huh?
I want one.
Of course you do. Anyway, that's it, guys. What's the most exciting thing here for you guys? Drop a comment below and give that like button a zap while you're down there.
Don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell to know whenever we upload a new video. This has been a Bulletoon Mini. I'm Rila.
I'm Riley, and as always,
Stay tuned!